Welcome everybody to a look at a new vintage world cinema release from StudioCanal, and it is 1938's Le Quai de Brumes, also known as Port of Shadows. Do pardon my pronunciations of any of these actors and people involved in this film, but yeah, directed by Marcel Carney, who I've not seen anything else from before, but definitely looking forward to seeing more from them, given I really rather enjoyed this. So yeah, this is a poetic realist film which has elements of drama, crime, and romance to it. Clocks in at 92 minutes long. Stars Jean Gabin, who I've seen in like the Moontide and Razia, as well as Michelle Simon or Michael Simon. I'm not entirely sure how to say it, but he was in The Train, and we reviewed him earlier this year in the Radiance Films release of World Film Noir Volume 3, I think it was. Yeah, he was in the film Not Guilty, and that was a fantastic film, to be honest. And it also stars Michelle Morgan, who was in Passage to Marseille and The Fallen Idol. So down a foggy, desolate road to the port city of Le Havre travels Jean, a army deserter looking for another chance to make good on life. Fate, however, has a different plan for him, as acts of both revenge and kindness render him front page news. So this is the earliest example of a film that could be deemed a film noir. French critics deemed it that back in 1939 in a review after it came out. And it's the earliest one that I could have seen in that could be deemed a film like that. And yeah, it certainly seems to have set the template for future efforts with its use of shadows, excellent cinematography, the criminal underbelly world rearing its ugly head to drag others down to its level, and its uncompromising conclusion. The cast is also great, the pacing is on point, it is predominantly engaging throughout, has a really good characterization, solid character interactions as well, effective themes, and yeah, overall well executed production. So yeah, it's just a good film, to be honest. I just feel like if I'd have seen this before many of its contemporaries and many of the American ones that seem to have clearly been influenced by this, I would have enjoyed it more. But because I have seen so many other versions of a film noir before, it did feel like this plot was going in the direction that I knew it was going in. And ultimately, that was the case. I did kind of predict where it was going to go. So, yeah, because this set the template so effectively, I did feel like I'd seen it all before. But, you know, it still is a great film in its own right. It is well executed. And, yeah, strong direction and a really good cast do help keep it engaging. So, yeah, got a new slick cover with this release with the new artwork. There is no reverse artwork with this, though, unfortunately. There's the disc. And in terms of special features, got new The Poetry of Misfortune, an introduction by Jeanette Vincendow on the dock, and new alternative end credits as well. It's had a restoration as well, which was produced by Studio Canal and Le Cinématique Francais with the support of CNC and Chanel. So, yeah, it has had a decent restoration. It does look actually really rather great on this Blu-ray. So, yeah, even though it's not had a full-fledged, limited edition 4K release or anything like that, still has had work put into it to make it look as good as it could, considering obviously it is an 80-plus-year-old film. So, yeah, really rather good effort, really enjoyable. If you are into your film noir or your early film noir or French films from the 30s, or you are a fan of poetic realist films, I can't say that I've seen much within that kind of genre. It's not a genre I'm familiar with at all, to be honest, outside of this one. Then you should hopefully enjoy this a lot. And yeah, primarily got this because of Jean Gabin's in this. I'm probably saying his name wrong. I do apologise, but obviously I was impressed by his performance in Razia. I did mention in that review that I hadn't seen much else from him before, especially in terms of his French films. So yeah, that put this well back onto my radar as soon as I noticed it, and as soon as I saw that he was in it, I was like, yeah, let's pre-order it and find out what else he can do. So yeah, and he's great in that lead role. So overall, highly recommended. But if you have seen it before, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. But nonetheless, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.